Full time, Watford have beaten Arsenal 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium. Is it full time for Arsenal's title challenge? Possibly. It feels like it. Let's get the Premier League table up now. If I can bear to look at it. Chelsea, 56 points. Arsenal, 47. A 9-point advantage. We go to Stamford Bridge this weekend. We had hopes of really closing that gap, of tightening it up. At best, it's 6 points. At worst, it could be 12. If they perform anything like they did tonight, it will be 12. What to say? Well, Arsenal were just too poor from the start. And sooner or later, you won't be able to score late goals. You know, Arsenal have got away with it this season. We've shown great spirit, admittedly, but scored plenty of late goals. Sooner or later, that luck is going to run out. That opportunity won't come. This was reminiscent of our performance against Bournemouth in the first half. Sloppy, lazy, lacking in movement up top, defensively careless. But we didn't get the magic turnaround. And to be honest, it was a good second half performance. You know, probably about as good as the one we produced at Bournemouth. But you cannot expect to dig yourselves out of these holes time and time again. We somehow did it at Bournemouth. That was a miracle. Everything went right for us, We got the late goals. To ask it to happen again was too much. And to be in a position where you need it to happen again suggests you're doing something pretty wrong. What are we doing wrong? Well, for one, I'm not in the business of scapegoating. There were a lot of poor performances in that first half. I think Olivier Giroud should not be starting for us. I think we saw against Southampton how exciting we are to watch with three mobile attackers. I would have played Alexis through the middle against Watford to start bedding him in to that position because I would play him there against Chelsea. I certainly would now, and I think Arsene Wenger will too. I think the central midfield was a mess in the first half. It wasn't much better in the second, to be honest. We have big problems there. Ramsey and Coquelin has never worked, probably will never work. And we haven't really come to terms with playing without Santi Cazorla. It's a huge, huge task. And, when you look at what Chelsea did this season, they started a certain way with a certain system. And when it wasn't working, Antonio Conte showed the flexibility to change that and adapt the system to the players he had. Arsene Wenger doesn't really do the same thing. He's pretty wedded to the system he uses. And if the personnel don't fit, well, he just kind of fills in. I think what else did we do wrong? I think the substitutions weren't great. Alex Iwobi was in inspired form in the second half. No surprise he got the goal. He was going to be the man who brought us back into it, but I think actually moving him from the wing was a bit of a problem. We moved him from the wing with 20 minutes to go. He'd been on fire out there. And actually it became a bit of a question of too many cooks in the middle of the park. We've got so much attacking talent, but we almost threw too much on. A couple of near misses too. Theo Walcott should have scored a chance. We could have had a penalty. Lucas Perez hit the bar. But look, sooner or later you're not going to get away with it. You cannot always rely on a late goal. And actually, I think Olivier Giroud was carrying an injury when he came off, but that's why you don't start him. So that you have him to come on and change your approach. It's so much better that way around. Frustrating night. And one I think that, throws a bit of an ugly light over our Premier League campaign. On we go to Chelsea, but I am not half as excited about that game as I was even a few hours ago. There you have it.